Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and today I'm going to show you this sketchbook that I finished recently. Let's see, I finished it on August 15th, 2019 and I started it in January 2019. So about 8 months or so of work in this sketchbook. It's got a lot of pages, so that's probably why it took me so long. In the first section here, I was just doing some brush strokes that I used for a logo for my mum, because she asked me very nicely. In this page here, these are some doodles I did at D&D. I like Dungeons and Dragons. I don't play it a lot. I find it's a lot of energy and like a lot of commitment, and I like to sit at home and draw or write on my computer by myself. So I played for a little bit, and this was my character Sir Errol. He was an elf, and he was I think he was a fighter and a wizard put together. So that was kind of fun. And some more D&D doodles here, just with some red pen and that. A lot of these in the beginning were just done like while we were playing D&D to keep my hands busy. And this is actually the day that my character Sir Errol died. He died, and then I made a new like a Dragonborn character, and this is her, but I missed Sir Errol. He was a lot of fun to play. These are just some ink drawings I did of stuff that's on my desk at home. Just like stuff that lives there all the time. So they're things that inspire me, but my desk also is pretty messy. So there's a lot of stuff on here that just like, I don't know, it lives here. It lives here, and I haven't found a better place for it. This is a sketch of a Tyrannosaur skull that I did based on a little model I have. This is one of my characters. His name is Dave. And this is from the gouache tutorial that I uploaded about the tea to butter method that you can find on my YouTube channel. Here are some more sketches of my D&D character. I think her name was Trinity. She had like a longer Dragonborn name, but she just went by Lady Trinity. And here I was trying out a Black Star matte India ink, and it's pretty matte, but I don't have any super good pens for it right now, so I was just using a round watercolor brush, I think. I really like this page. These are some brush pen drawings that I did while watching, I can't remember which movie exactly, but a spaghetti western, so here's like a really quick drawing of Lee Van Cleef. I really love this drawing. I think this section here is probably one of my favorite bits in the whole sketchbook. I just think it turned out super well. And a few more doodles here. This over here is probably a doodle I did at work. I like to do them on just smaller notepads, so it's less, I don't know, less annoying that I'm doodling sometimes during meetings and such, but it kind of helps me stay awake and pay attention. This little sketch here I did during a lecture that went on at the museum I work at about short-horned lizards, and they're only this big, and it was really cute, so I drew some stuff and took some notes while drawing. I just think that's a really fun way to stay engaged with the presenters. And just a couple more ink doodles here. There's a lot of ink in this book. I find that like it looks really nice with the toned paper. These drawings here are done in water-soluble graphite pencils, and I really like the look of those too. These are some sketches I did for a project that kind of turned into a different project. I wanted to do raptor like woodcut or lino cut prints, but in the end I ended up doing the raptor book plates that are for sale in my Etsy store, so it just sort of evolved into something else, but this is where it started anyway. And here are some more work doodles. It's fun to sort of just sketch patterns because I don't have to think too much. I draw some of the dumbest looking dragons during my work doodles. Here are some drawings I did at the Royal Alberta Museum of some taxidermy. So this is a coyote, this is a rabbit from a very funny angle, this is a raccoon. And then on the same day we also went to Body World's Animal Inside Out, which is their touring animal exhibit. And I mostly just took photos, but I also did a sketch of the bull that they have on display there. This is just the page from my other gouache tutorial about gradients. And these are some dumb little doodles I did. This is actually a vinyl sticker that I made to give out at Christmas to coworkers. These are some ideas of things I wanted to do this year, and actually I have done none of them. Which is fine. I do a lot of lists like that. I'm like, I want to do this, this, and this. And then in the end, you know, like 2 weeks later, my mind has changed and I want to do other stuff instead. Here are just some more ink drawings, some fruit. It's a very doodly sketchbook. Like this one I didn't use very much for work. I used this one mostly just to like kill time, or, you know, I like to also draw while I'm watching other YouTube videos. I don't know, I just think it's really nice to draw while other people are doing their sketchbook videos and stuff like that. I did try to do a 100 heads challenge when everybody was doing it. It was kind of going around, but I got bored about 7 heads in and then I got busy and then I just didn't do it. Probably if you counted there would be 100 heads in this sketchbook, but it wasn't 100 heads like dedicated to the challenge. Here's Lee Van Cleef again. I just think he has such a great face. A few more sketches here. This one again, I wanted to do a finished painting of it. I might revisit it and do it on the iPad instead. Here's a sketch for a sticker that I painted and put up in my Etsy shop. And I ordered some stickers from Sticker Mule, so I don't know, I stuck them in here. Here's just a creature design that I did of like an underwater sort of crustacean / jellyfish monster. It's kind of like an Om from Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. I like that drawing too. That one turned out good. Here's some faces that I don't like very much, but this one's funny. Cool. I made that. Here's another one of those pages that I drew while listening to a talk that a scientist was doing. So this was about fossil apes. And so I just, you know, drew some of them, took notes here. See, these are some of the figures like from the presentation and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's a really cool page. And then these are just some bats from an issue of National Geographic. I don't know if I drew something on the other side. I like to cover up the drawings that I don't like. Like some of the ones that I don't like, I just leave in. Like, oh, whatever, I'll live with it. But some of them, they just turn out so bad that I don't want to see them again. These are some really old Pantone swatches. We use Pantone books at work, and we got rid of a bunch, like recycled them, but I stole a few just because I think, I don't know, I think they look cool in a sketchbook. That's pretty much the only reason. Yeah, these are totally out of date. These are not like legitimate Pantones anymore. They changed their formulas and stuff so often that you have to buy new Pantone swatch books like every year or two, or every 3 years or something like that, because like they change the codes and the formulas. So yeah, we got new ones. I use them at work, but yeah, they're expensive. Like it's really annoying how expensive they are. If you're not working for a business that'll buy them, it's like really hard to justify getting the Pantone books. But because I do product design at work and I have to talk with manufacturers and stuff, the Pantone books help because I can say, I want this in 405C, and then they can go to their Pantone book and know exactly the color I'm talking about and see it with their own eyes. So that's what it's for, I guess. This is another set of drawings from a talk by the author of The Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs, which was a science book that went out. And just some really quick doodles. This turned into the Boreala pelta sticker that I filmed for YouTube and put up on my Etsy store. So basically the main bit of the actual work I was doing in this sketchbook was stuff that turned into stickers, which is good. That was something that I wrote down as like a New Year's resolution, like I wanted to produce stickers. So I did that. Finally, like, produce them myself, selling them by hand myself in my Etsy store. So that's good, I did that. These are swatches with the core watercolors, and you can look up this video in my YouTube channel as well. And these were some creature design sketches for just a little like bat kind of pterosaur creature, sort of based off of a Neuronathus and other little pterosaurs like that. Here's a Dimetrodon skull and a little quick sketch for the piece I did for the Animal Artists Collective Extinct Animal Edition. Here's a drawing of a couple that I found this photo of them and I just thought it was like so cute how he's leaning on him like that. And so I drew that, and then I drew this. This is a character that I write about quite frequently. Yeah, just mostly I do like hobby writing. I've finished a draft of a novel, but I'm just gonna leave it alone for a while. Like, I don't know what to do with it, and there's so many things I want to do all the time, and then I've been having a problem with motivation lately, I think. I don't know, I just haven't been feeling very good. I don't know, so stuff will get done eventually. Here are some drawings that I did at a saloon, actually. Like, this boot was nailed to the wall for some reason, and they had a Canada goose on the wall, like taxidermied, and they had a whole taxidermied bison head at the saloon, and it had like a little baseball cap on. It was kind of a weird place. Some of these drawings on this page are by my boyfriend Finn. So he drew this version, and then I drew this version, and then my coworker Dean drew this version at the top. Here's some more face sketches. I've started using Pinterest more and continue to, so some of these faces like I've drawn from Pinterest reference. I like how Pinterest works. Like, it's algorithms for determining what images are like the images that you like. I find they work really well, for me anyway, once you can sort of tune out the stuff that's all about kids' birthday parties. There's a lot of stuff about kids' birthday parties on Pinterest. These are some sketches that I did for a collaboration with Artsy Fartsy, which is one of my friends from art school, but he runs a really successful Twitch stream. So if you're on Twitch, look up Artsy Fartsy. That's my friend James, and we collaborated. I made a t-shirt that he sold with his logo on it, basically, and they turned out really neat. Here's some more ink sketches. Obviously it says here loosen up, and that's what I was trying to do, just get real loose and scribbly with it. And I think these are neat, you know, for how scribbly they are. And these ones too. Oh, that one's a bit weird, but this one's really good. I'm happy with that one. And here are some references that I did from Japanese movies. So this one is from Seven Samurai, and this one is from The Hidden Fortress. This is also from Seven Samurai. And this is just a guy I think I found on Pinterest. But yeah, I think this one turned out really good too. Like, I don't do any sketching beneath this. I just go straight in with the brush pen. And it forces you to think in light and shadow in a different way. So it's fun. Here's some more doodles. This is a business card actually from Bryn Matheny, who's a really, really great creature concept artist. Couple more doodles. This is a work doodle. And yeah, just playing around with those brush pens a lot. It's a nice way to fill the pages, really. And I don't know, it's kind of mindless too. Like, you have to think about the reference that you're drawing from, but you only get black and the page color, so you know, you're paring down your thought process, I guess. Here are some antelopes. More work, sketches and stuff like that. There's still like quite a lot of this sketchbook left. Like, it's a long sketchbook. This is a fun page, just because I added in some watercolor and made it a little more colorful. Here's a shark in watercolor, just like a blobby shark. Yeah, just T-Rex from reference. A little snake guy. He's fun. I like his wings. I like how he turned out. He's kind of fun. And this fossa drawing, or fossa, or fusa, or however you want to say it. I think this one turned out quite good. I like that a lot. The pencil crayon. I guess I switched into a lot of pencil crayon here. I did some portraits there. I like that one. And this is a baby spotted quoll, which is a marsupial from Australia, and it's so cute. Like, this is a real animal. It's so cute. Some pronghorn sketches. These ones were also for an animal. Ooh, an animal artist collective video. Here's a little sort of graphic shape-based beaver. And some microraptors. One thing that I'd really like to do is do like a microraptor like kids book. But they're such like complex animals that simplifying them I find is quite difficult. But I think this is getting somewhere. I'll revisit it and just let it percolate for a while. I like this drawing too. This is that same character, David. And these are some dinosaurs that are based off of other artists' interpretations of dinosaurs, so I'm just referencing theirs and doing studies, and basically that helps me learn, you know, what they do well, what I can incorporate into my art as well. Here's a chevrotane. If you guys don't know about chevrotanes, I think they're also called mouse deer. They're adorable. They're like spheres on sticks, on stilts. But anyway, they swim underwater to avoid predators. Gosh, they're cute. Here's another drawing there. Pencil crayon of one of my characters. And some trees. And a dinosaur. And a dog. And some more cute dinosaurs. These are something I did for work, but we scrapped the project, so I just like stuck them in here. Here's a genet. Alright, and unfortunately I just lost the light because it's sunset. I don't know what I expected. But here is an ink drawing, sort of based off of the costuming in Lord of the Rings. Like, they have all that fur and the velvet, and it's very opulent and stuff like that. And I made sort of a costume for a family reunion thing, and these are like the very basic sketches that I did. Like, this is all I did, and then I made up the pattern based on that. It worked out all right. Like, my drafting is not super good, my pattern drafting, but like I know enough to make something that fits. I guess it's not impeccably made. These drawings here are of some young moose that they have at the Calgary Zoo, and I was super excited to see them. I think moose are so cool. And they have 2 young female moose there. And they were just laying down and like trying not to fall asleep. Like they would fall asleep and then wake back up like they were nodding off like old ladies or something. It was so cute. I think this drawing here turned out quite nicely. And look at like their legs are so long. And this is something I saw at work, so I just drew it really quick, but like I was driving into work and there was an owl sitting on the hill, like near the parking lot, and it was getting bugged by a blackbird, and its ears were like blowing in the wind. It was really funny, like a really bizarre thing to see first thing in the morning. Here's a little raptor guy again. Not a micro raptor this time, but anyway, he's cute. And a few more sketches. I like this one, how the hair is sort of only partly drawn. I don't know, I just think that turned out neat. And I started doing some collage for fun. Like I collect magazine pictures, like out of magazines I've bought, because I'll take out the pictures that I like, basically, and recycle the rest of the magazine. It's made moving a lot easier because, like, books are heavy and magazines are also heavy, so I had to pare down my collection. So I just took out the pages I liked. So I have a concentrated collection of pictures I thought were cool. And so I've been combining them into collage. Because it's fun, like when you want to do something creative but you don't want to draw and you don't want to write. Collage is fun because the pictures are already made for you. And here's another one here. I don't know, it's silly. These are some extinct fossil fish that I drew for a project at work just as a warm-up. Here are some watercolor birds that I tried to keep like one wash for the body and stuff, and those were pretty fun. I like how this cat turned out, like with his little chin rolls. I think that's cute. Here's a funny pterosaur with like a naked turkey neck, so I called it a turkey with a P. Here's a few more ink drawings here. Some medieval warrior guys and like a, I don't know, fisherman kind of guy. Then on this page I was watching Dunkirk because they finally put it on Canadian Netflix. So some of these are drawn from the movie and some of these are drawn from my head. And this last page here is actually drawn by my boyfriend about some characters from the book Salambo by Gustave Flaubert. And that's basically it. That's the end of the sketchbook. This is a postcard I got from Seattle that I was hoarding for years. Like the last time I was in Seattle was like 3 years ago or something. But anyway, I just stuck it in there for old time's sake. And yeah, that's the book. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the sun setting in the middle. I should probably have a more controlled filming environment, don't you think? If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until the next time, thanks for watching. Bye!